Hello everyone and welcome back to the corner. So, continuing in our series here in Korthos Village, the starter area for Dungeons & Dragons Online, I figure time to head out into the wilderness. But before we do that, let's burn our daily roll. 300 experience, 2 potions of haste. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So, it would be internally helpful for us to, do this if we went around and grabbed all the quests here. So let's get that one. And there's one down here. So this video may be a little longer than the other ones, simply because we're heading out into the Explorer Zone where there are 4 quests. So I plan to do the Explorer areas and 3 of the quests here. And then the 4th quest is the final quest of the chain. That one will get its own video because that quest is kind of long. Alright, so we're entering an Explorer area. Explorer areas are only available on normal, so don't let this fool you. Alright, so now we're out here. I'm going to summon that hireling I brought in last time. Actually, you know what? No, I won't. I don't need him at all. Turn power attack on. Alright. And I just realized, let's turn our sound up a little bit. I couldn't hear anything. There we go. So first, let's go down here. So what happens in an Explorer area is an Explorer area is an area you can enter any number of times. It does not count as a quest, but it does. If you look on the right here, you see we've got Slayer count, Rare Encounters, and Explorer. So there's 12 points, 12 exploration points here in Kortho Island. As I approach each one of them, I'm going to get a small amount of XP, and I get bonus XP when I've discovered them all. And once you discover them all, it fully fills out the map for you. As you can see, the map's pretty dark now. Slayers are set up in milestones. The first milestone is 10, the second milestone is 25, the third milestone is 50. As you hit each milestone, you get you get bonus XP that gets progressively greater the more you kill. Now, it's worth mentioning that you can't ever hit the maximum Slayer bonus in 1 run. You can't even hit the maximum Slayer bonus in 50 runs. So, how fast you level and whether the Explorer is worth going for the Slayer or not kind of depends on what life you're in and what packs you have available. And then rare encounters. There's 3 rare spawns that will occur. They will drop a chest and they'll give you bonus XP when you find them if they're here. We'll go over their locations. But first off, we have a quest to do. Alright. So I'm going to summon my helper for this one because he will be very helpful here. Alright, so in this quest there is a giantish device somewhere down here that is keeping a monster in stasis. That machine, though, is not working correctly, and the monster's starting to wake up. Our job is to make sure the monster does not wake up. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill these guys. Alright, now that guy there, you notice he rang the gong. Ringing the gong summoned other guys in. If you are fast or if you are sneaky and you can kill him before he summons anything, then you don't have to worry about them, but they are worth bonus XP if you kill them all. So let's see if my spot's high. Nope, spot is not high enough to, or search is not high enough to get that. That is a skill you can put points in, but clerics don't get it normally, so yeah. Okay, so there's 2 tunnels here. You can take either tunnel. The difference is both tunnels are trapped, and when you go through, you're going to get locked in a door. The tunnel on the left is going to spray a trap at you, but that's it. The tunnel on the right, there's going to be some guys to kill. Now, I don't have a way to deal with the trap, so I'm going to go flip the switch to open the right tunnel, and I'm going to just kill the guys. So I'm going to walk to the end, and the door is going to slam shut. Boom. Now there's guys behind me to kill. Not that it's hard with my brutish warrior here. All right.
You hear ratcheting. The sound of
All right.
distant
So in
snoring
here,
warns you that you are not alone.
we got some guards to kill. They're sleeping. They're going to wake up when we get close. Yeah, this one already woke up. If you have high sneak, high move silently skills, and you try and sneak, you can actually sleep back here and kill them in their sleep. Works rather well. So we got to open 2 levers to get into this next room, and we don't want to get hit by that. We get hit by that, it's going to shoot us way back and do a ton of damage. So we want to give that a wide berth. Got some more guys over here sleeping.
The last Sahagin guard collapses to the floor. But what are they guarding?
All right. Okay, so we go in here. As you can see, there's the source of the trap. We can just click the door and close it. Don't hit that lever. That lever triggers a trap. It's there for fun. Now over here, there's a secret door. If we hit the valve, it'll open the door automatically, but we won't get credit for it. And nope, no luck. So let's ring the gong. We got to ring the gong twice. You ring it the second time, and it shatters the ice floor. So, see, floor's gone. That's where we want to go, is down that way. Okay, another guy to kill here. Alright, and moving on over here. It's kind of a fun little graphic glitch. We'll see if that's still there on the way back through, and I'll point it out. So you see the ice here, it kind of got stuck in the air. It's kind of funny. Alright, so moving on, we got to jump down here and we got to swim.
You spot a rusty hatch submerged in the putrid water.
Alright. Notice my breath is running out. You can drown in this game. Okay, so this is important. There's a secret door here. We want to try and get it. We got it. Good. There's a couple guys behind the door, and there's a rest shrine, which we may need in the upcoming area. Alright, the reason you can go back that way, and that opens a tunnel to the room above. So, the reason I say, whoops, I don't want to turn, I want to heal. Wrong button. Now, the reason I say we may end up needing that shrine is there's a boss at the very top of this tunnel, and he's surrounded by frost traps. If we can't lure him down, he's going to just snipe us. If we go up there and fight him, we risk getting killed by the traps. So, instead, we're going to open that chamber just in case we get killed. That way we can resurrect. Alright, so this chest is randomized, but it's like one of 3 things, so it may or may not be useful. Let's have a look here. Yeah, +1 to jump, +1 to tumble. So we don't have any skills in tumble, so the tumble isn't helping us at all, but the jump is. The higher your jump skill is, up to I think 45, the higher your character can actually jump. So see that boss, see all that white mist. We step in that white mist and it's gonna hurt. So we got to time it to get through it, but timing it to get through it when there's an ice spider there is kind of a problem, especially since the spider likes to stand in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run back here. Now the spider's seen us, and we're going to run around the corner and see if he comes to get us. Yes, he did come down. That's far enough. That's all I care about. He's not standing in the ice traps anymore. He is on the water, which is kind of difficult to fight him in, but you know what? It's worth it. There we go. So I'm going to have my hire just stay back there.
Ahead is the giant.
Hirelings are kind of stupid around traps. They tend to just stand in them, so we don't want to. Alright, so the trap is being triggered by these puzzles. So we want to turn the puzzles away, and that deactivates the traps. So, traps are deactivated. Now, we can feel free to smash all this stuff. See if we can get a ransack in here, because I don't recall whether you can or not. Shatter all the frozen people. Nope. Okay, so now we got to redirect the puzzle so that it shoots all of its ice back here to keep that beast asleep. Alright, so we don't want to stand in it. You can see the lines here, so this is probably the easiest way here. so there's one side done.
The mist solidifies into ice over the ancient creature.
Okay, so now this one.
You need both jets to affect a thing of this size.
Alright, so flip that one up this way. Now there's no exit chest for this one usually, so we're kind of out of luck as far as loot goes, but we get our experience.
Creature, guaranteeing its slumber. Korthos is safe for now.
Okay, so let's grab our lovable idiot here. And we're going to recall out, and then we're going to run around the island and do a couple more quests here.
Steam billows from a hidden entrance to an underground complex.
Alright, let's take this guy out. Alright, so over here, I'm going to go across this guy. Oh, got a friend. Alright, so a bunch of guys are going to pop out of the water here. Okay, so I got an XP amount for that. Here, this is an explorer point in this tree. And a shrine inside if you ever find you need one here. Now that outcropping up there, there is a chance for a rare spawn there, and it's an explorer point, so we're going to go check it out. I do not see the rare spawn. Well, maybe. Is that him? Can't tell from here. It's not letting me select him. So there's a couple different guys that could pop up there. So it could be a Baron or it could be the rare. So let's see. Which one are you? Oh, it is indeed the rare. Alright, so got one rare. Now we do get an XP bonus if we get all three rares. Alright, so marching across the way here. Got another quest coming up here shortly along with another rare. Like any MMO, there does seem to be a fair amount of walking in this game. Now the nice part is if you actually invest the levels in Bard or Monk, you can actually get bonuses that increase your running speed based on your level, which comes in pretty handy. Or a Barbarian or a Ranger get a nice sprint boost that make it so they run faster for a few seconds. Alright, there's my 25 milestone. Alright. So down here, there's an explorer point and a possible rare spawn. Alright, there is no rare spawn. If you see an ice spider here, then the rare isn't up. The rare is a named ice spider that actually appears down here. So he's not there. If that spider is up there on the outcropping, then the rare spider is not here. Alright, this shrine is an explorer point.
Followers of the Devourer make sacrifices to their evil god at this fell shrine.
Alright, now we're going to come up the hill here. There's a few more guys to kill, and then there's an explorer point and a quest. Not interested in the shrine. I don't need it. Alright. Now, explorer points, much like your quest, you don't regenerate health points or spell points in an explorer area. So you do need those shrines. Alright, so anytime you see a door with that little swirly above it, that means that's a quest.
This entrance leads down into an ancient Cannith aqueduct.
Okay, now in this one, the mayor's daughter's been kidnapped by these guys, and she's going to be sacrificed to their dark god. So we got to come in and save her. Alright. Gotta kill all these dang spiders, too. Ooh, I dropped a scepter. Trash. That's good for money. Now, it's interesting. This is actually a lot easier than it used to be. So there is a special type of enemy called a champion. Any monster can be converted to a champion. It's random. They did that because veteran players of the game were complaining that it was too easy. So a champion can have random buffs from bonus damage to extra health, to being able to crit you more often, all kinds of stuff. And it can have more than one buff on it at a time, and it occurs randomly. Well, what then started happening is champions showed up in the starter area here, and, well, this dungeon actually became impossible for some players to beat as a result. So they went back and they changed it so that champions can now no longer spawn here. Hey, look at that, rares up. So we won't see any champions in this video. In a future video, though, you'll definitely see them. So let's open these. Oh, and I just got a Sawagan Hunter. So if you hit Control M, it pulls up a thing called the Monster Manual. This Monster Manual has a record of how many of every monster that you've ever killed for monster types. And in this case, if you kill a bunch of them, kill different types of Sawagan, then you get to reveal more stats about them. So it shows you more information about him here. Alright, so these villagers are caught, and they need to be freed. This is not required to complete the quest, but you get a little bonus XP for it. Alright. Over here, we got another breakable. Now, if you're a rogue or an artificer, there's a door down there that if you can pick that lock and get through the door, there is a treasure chest on the other side of that door. So if you're one of those classes, go for it. I do not have the ability to pick locks in this class, so that's just going to go, unappreciated for me. Alright, now, over here, there is a hidden boss that can be kind of a pain to get to. You can bypass him completely, but he's worth a little extra XP, and he gives you some loot. So we're going to go get him. Gotta jump across this area here, though, without falling. Ah! So, got some guys to kill now. And we'll go back up and try again, and watch me fail, like 30 times. First time I did this quest, me and my former roommate had discovered this game, and we were doing this quest. And we had to look up how to get to this guy because we just couldn't figure it out. And when we finally figured it out, it took like 10 minutes for us to get over there because we couldn't figure out how to time our jumps correctly to make it. Alright, so here we go. Undead Skeletal Mage is going to pop out. You want to kill this guy quickly because the longer you stand near him, the more damage he does to you. He's got an aura that just does damage like every 2 seconds for standing near him. Ooh. If I was a fighter, I might consider that. Alright, so we're done there. Let's jump down. So there is a room. There's just parashrines in the room there. There's nothing else in it worth getting. No breakables or anything. So you see me bypassing a lot of these shrines, and that's because I'm doing it on normal mode. Since we're doing free to play, I'm just going to be doing everything on normal mode to start. I may go back and farm a lot of this on elite mode off camera, just so I can get the favor, so that I can get like bonus bag space and stuff and bonus account rewards. Alright. But when you do this on elite, this can be hard. Like you just saw me, I just took a little damage here because I stood too close to one of these spikes, and then there's that blade there. If this was on elite, that probably would have been half my health or more from that single trap. Some traps will just flat out one-shot you on elite. So, and I'll show you some elite dungeons in other videos. Right now, though, in the Kortho starting area, any elite stuff I'll do off camera. I just want to show you guys the quests here. Alright. So that lever right there, we have to kill every person in this room before that lever will unlock. And looks like they're all down here. Sometimes there's one wandering that tunnel up there. Now, the mayor's daughter, as soon as we rescue her, the quest ends. And she can be sometimes up that passageway, or she can be down here with a little boss. So let's check down here. If we do see her down here, though, we're not going to free her right away because we want to break more stuff before we free her. Okay, she's not here. She's up the other way. So let's kill this boss. That was a nice crit my hireling got on him. Ooh, what's that? Half plate. So looking at this, it's got a lot better damage reduction than what we've got, and it's got acid guard, meaning whenever someone attacks me, it'll hurt them back. So it's definitely worth grabbing for me. Alright, got it on. Looks better too. Not a lot better, but a little better. Alright, that is one thing about this game. And if you've played other MMOs, sometimes the armor gets really dramatic and really flashy, and some of it looks cool, some of it just looks silly. In DDO, not all the armor, but a lot of the armor is a lot more logical, and it looks like it would if this was, you know, real life. Alright, so we just got the ransack bonus. I don't need to break anything else. Okay, so, girl on the right, that's the mayor's daughter. She's our quest target. Let's rescue everyone else, and then we rescue her. Okay, so now let's rescue Orisa. Alright, there's our level. Looks like we've got another point to spend once we get out of here too. Okay, so we're out of here. I don't think that this area counts as an explorer point, so... Alright. So we're gonna kill this pair here. Okay, so we're gonna grab a couple more explorer points here. And then we're gonna, you know what, we'll check on the ice spider again. See if that rares up, and then we've got another dungeon to do that's really quick. I'm gonna come down here. There we go. Converge into a small body of water. Alright, so there's 2 more quests out here. The next one is really quick. It takes like 4 minutes. And then the one after that takes a little longer, but it's also fairly quick.
Devourer cultists keep a watchful eye over the seas from this strategic lookout.
Okay, so let's go check on that ice spider again. So the ice spider and then the last rare are actually both fairly close together. So slide down here. So down at the bottom of that chasm is one of our last rare, and then also one of our quests. So we're going to go down there eventually, but first, that last spider. Alright, and this guy is a general vendor, so if you need to buy something or want to sell some stuff, you can do it with him.
A scraggly dwarf sits on a log, trying in vain to keep warm.
Alright, he's not here. It's just a regular ice spider again. So let's go check on the last rare. Oh, and there's our 50 kill count. I'm not too worried about kill counts because the Kortho Slayers really aren't worth much compared to some of the areas you have access to immediately leaving Korthos. So I'm not worried about those. I'm not going to come back and fill my kill count. The explorers are worth getting if for no other reason that it fills out your map completely. Alright, so this is an explorer up here. Got it? We slide down. Alright, there's going to be a thing called a mephit down here, which is like a little flying imp. Now, it's going to be either a young imp or it's going to be Zir, our rare spawn. And it appears right around here, but they're stealthed at first, so you got to find them. There they are. So this is just a regular young mephit. It's not our rare spawn. Now, if you take too long in a quest, the area outside the quest, if it's in an explorer area, resets. This quest is actually fast enough. We might complete it before the outside area resets. So in this case, a noblewoman who came to Korthos got trapped and then she disappeared in the wilderness. We've been sent on a quest to find her after finding out that she's been taken here. And we're about to get attacked by bats, which have to be the most annoying monsters in the whole game because they're so damn hard to hit. So if you have cleave, or if you get a hireling like I did that has cleave, it makes this a lot easier. So as you break these frozen adventures, they turn into zombies. The reason being is bats are very hard to target and hit, but if you have a cleaver, someone who just swings their sword around in a big arc, it takes care of the bats for you. Oh. Healing potion. Alright. This quest is very easy. There's just 2 paths off to the side, very short. We gotta just kill everyone and flip a switch. And then when we come back, we're gonna get attacked by an old friend. Could have sworn there were more ghouls than that. Maybe they only appear in the harder difficulties. Alright, so 1 switch down. So you see the crystals here? 1 crystal is lit, that means that switch is flipped, so we gotta light the other crystal. 1 skeleton down. Alright, gotta kill this little mini boss, and I think he's got some ads that are stealthed around here that we have to kill too. Could be wrong though. Okay, again, maybe they only appear in higher difficulties. It's honestly probably been close to 10 years since I've done normal on this particular stage, because all my characters have Elite unlocked, because they're either past lives or they've done it before. Here's our old friend.
Jacoby Drexelhand stands before you, not alive.
Bastard just won't stay dead, will he? So, and he's got a friend. We gotta kill them both.
Drexelhand spits a curse and swears to return again before collapse.
That skeleton can be really annoying to kill on Elite. He's got a lot of armor. Okay, so he had the cell key and we removed the force field, so we're gonna release the prisoner. Okay, so now this door, there's a treasure chest behind it. You gotta be a rogue or an artificer to get in because it's got a lock. Or actually, if you're a wizard and you're already up to, I think it's level 3. Actually, no, I think you have to be level 5 to use knock. Wizards and sorcerers get a spell that open lock doors too. But I think you have to be level 5 for wizard and level 6 for sorcerer to get it. But I could be wrong. It might be a level 1 spell. So as you can see, we burned through that quest really quick. I don't think our ice mephit even had a chance to respawn, so no rare this time. So we got 2 explorers left. One of the explorers is the last quest point for this video, and then the last explorer is actually the final dungeon for this zone. So we're going to go ahead and do this last quest and then close out the video, and then the final dungeon will be its own video.
Rumbling falls converge into a small body of water.
Alrighty then. So this one, we got to fight through a bunch of humans and a couple Sahuagin. These guys, remember in that first video I told you they were looking for a wizard, or looking for a man who had helped defend them? Name is Hayton. Yeah, this next quest is we got to go find him and convince him to try and help the people of the island fight back the Sahuagin again. He's kind of lost faith here. Alright, so we go up this way. Alright, gotta kill these guys. Alright, gotta kill these 3 guys, and then the entrance is right above them. Now I should note on these shrines, if you're in an explorer point, in a solo dungeon, or in a normal dungeon, you can use a rest shrine every 15 minutes. However, resurrection shrines have no limit. However, if you're in a dungeon and you're on hard or elite mode, you can only use them once per run. So if you gotta carefully regulate them when you're doing harder difficulties. Alright. So we're gonna just smash our way through this.
The work looks very recent.
So this one has some robot dogs we gotta kill. Ah, there they are. Alright, now as you can see, it says there's a hidden door. It's right here. There's 2 hidden doors. You do them, and it disables that acid trap that you saw spraying as we approached. So there's 1 acid trap down. And this blade trap, you have to be a rogue or an artificer to disable the blades. You can run through them, and you might get lucky, and you might not get hurt at all. You might take some damage. On elite, it's a lot of damage. You want to be careful doing that. Make sure you got a high reflex save character to do that if you can't disable it. Otherwise, you may just not want to try. Let's see if we get this door. Yes. So this is going to give us an optional quest objective, a little extra XP. Okay, so because this is on normal, I'm not worried about this trap. I'm just going to run through. Hey, I didn't get hit. Just because I like to smash things. Gets a little extra XP when you smash things. You notice I left my hireling behind when I did that because he has a tendency to stand in traps, and it hurts him a lot. Alright, there's our ransack bonus. We don't need to smash anything else. Alright. So now we go back here. There's going to be a couple more dogs to kill.
A magical barrier humming with compressed energy resolutely blocks your path.
Now there is another optional here. If you go down this way, I want to show this to you guys, but we can't do it. So you go down this way, there's a cage with a chest and 2 more dogs. However, that door is locked. You got to have a rogue or an artificer to unlock it. But it is there for a little extra XP. Or a little extra loot. Actually, I don't think you get any extra XP. So this door is also locked, but if we go through this chamber, we'll find the way to unlock that door. So we got us a rest shrine and a valve. You trigger the valve and it opens the 1 door that was locked, or if you're a rogue or an artificer, you could have just unlocked it yourself. Alright, so we got to turn all the valves off and then break the crystals.
Upon turning the valve,
If you get too close to the crystals or try, you'll get hurt. And if you try and break them without turning all the valves off, then, well, nothing will happen actually.
Without the alchemical jets coating the Canith power crystals, you can now easily destroy them.
Alright.
As the last crystal shatters, the hum of power slowly fades into a heavy silence.
Alright. So this door, which was actually blocked by an invisible force field before, is open now. Notice there's a rest shrine and a rest shrine. And here's the man of the hour, the man that all the monsters are looking for and all the villagers want to save them. It's a wizard named Lars Hayton and his bodyguard Amalgam. So, let's talk to him. He's going to tell you about why it's hopeless, blah, blah, blah. And the Swagan are going to show up. So I'm going to turn this guy on aggressive so that he attacks without being attacked. And we got just a whole bunch of monsters here that are going to pop up that we got to kill. They're all going to go after Hayton. If Hayton dies, we lose. This quest is over. So I'm going to keep him selected just so I have an idea of how he's doing, because I can actually heal him. Let's also get Divine Favor here. Now, I don't think that's going to be a problem again, because this is on normal. I have failed this quest on Elite a few times. Oh, there's another Monster Manual deed. This time it gave me bonus XP. Okay, so there's more. Now, these guys are on a timer. If you kill them too fast, then you end up having to wait for the timer to go for the next wave. Alright, come on. That's the hardest part about this quest, is the waiting. I'm going to buff him. I'm going to buff myself. Target him again, and here we go. Next wave.
Now you see what I have to deal with. Once the Swahagan get your scent, they won't stop until you're dead. We might actually get through this.
Alright, so believe there's only one wave left and then this is over. Yep, there's our named guy. So yeah, one wave left. Okay, so you notice the quest didn't complete. Now we have to talk to him, but we have to wait for him to stop rambling for a minute. So let's just get our loot.
Weary after surviving this latest attack. Perhaps you should talk to him again.
What do you get? Spell penetration and enchantment focus. Those won't help me at all. Alright, so let's chat, Lars. I've got to convince him to come back and fight.
Tell Ursa to hold the barricade just a little longer. Then meet Amalgam at the base of Misery's Peak when you're ready.
With Hayton finally
There we go.
persuaded to help, the people of Korthos might finally win their struggle.
Sorry, I bumped my camera there. Okay, so we're going to recall out. So we have done everything now except for done the final quest in the chain. So we're going to do what's called a double recall, which is going to bounce us back to the village. And then we're going to go ahead and close out this video for now, after we spend our enhancement points. Okay, we're back in Korthos. Now, you can only, it's worth mentioning, you can only spend your enhancement points when you're in a public area, that is a tavern or a town or someplace like that. So we've got 2 points to spend. I have to spend 5 points in order to unlock the next tree. So we're going to get, 5 more health points. And I'm going to just stop there because I want to get this one, which costs 2 action points, and I've got 1. So I'm going to save up for a little bit here. Let's see. May as well use this. Give us a little extra XP. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our quest items, and then we'll talk for a minute, and I'll close out the video. So I'm actually going to grab the Feather Cloak, That'll be helpful in the last quest because there's one point when you got to go down a long pillar and it's easier to just jump.
For news of your next great victory.
Okay.
With bated breath.
So we're going to get the insight goggles because these increase our hit chance, which is good because, as I mentioned before, our power attack makes it so our attacks are less accurate. Oh, this guy. Yeah, he gives us a chance to buy something useful, so let's go ahead and try for it. See if it pulls up the item automatically. There we go. So we spend 5 points on this. Seems kind of shady, them forcing you to do it, but trust me, it's worth it. So we're going to buy that item for 5 points, and we're going to come back here. So it put that item in our inventory. Talk to this guy again. We trade it, and he gives us what's called a Sybaris cake. Now, Sybaris cake is something that normally costs like 400 store points. And what it does is if you die in a dungeon, you can eat that cake as a spirit, and it will resurrect you. So it's definitely worth it. 5 points for something that normally costs 300, 400, definitely worth getting. So this guy gives us the first choice of an item, a set bonus item in the game. So there's a whole bunch of items here. Each one of them is part of a 2 set. You'll get the other part of the set when you do the final quest. So it's worth checking them out and determining which one is best for you. Now for us, let's see. This one gives us a +2 bonus to hit and jump. And it gives us a clicky that makes us run faster for 5 minutes. This one makes us just walk 5% faster and gives us +1 to hit and +2 to damage on sneak attacks. We don't sneak attack, so probably not worth it. These boots gives us 5% faster run speed and tumble. And you get a +2 bonus to hit. So the bonus on Anger Step and Pathfinders is the same. It's just what do they give you? One gives you a higher jump, one gives you a faster run speed. And this one, I think I actually want to go for this one instead because it gives you damage reduction. So we'll go with that one. And we don't have a pair of gloves yet. So it gives us +3 Intimidate, which we don't use, and -1 damage reduction. That means every attack that hits us does 1 less damage. So, but that's all the content I wanted to cover for this video. Now, before I do the next video, I'll probably do some of the other quests around here on Hard and Elite just to get the bonus favor points and bonus XP. But when I'm ready to do the final dungeon, I will go ahead and get on and get you guys another video. So if you have any questions, comments, please put them in the comment section down below. Please like, subscribe, and share. Tell people that we're here, and I'll see you guys next time in the corner.